Here's some up on the break right here, Dave. Look at that.
In the shade. It is a beautiful summer afternoon, and Dan, Sura, and I decided to get out of the office and play hooky. We're after one of our favorite fish, which is the crappie. Crappies bite really well on calm days like this. And we're fishing a northern natural lake, and the crappies in these kinds of lakes often relate to the deep weed edge, within a general vicinity anyway. And they'll hunt along in packs, patrol along the edge. And one of the easiest ways to find them is to just move along the outside weed edge and scan the area immediately adjacent to it with your depth finder, watching for the presence of fish. And if you can find something that's suspended about halfway down, 10 to 20 feet down, chances are they're going to be crappies. Ooh, like those right there, Dan. What do you think?
What depth are those fish at, Dave?
Oh, somewhere around 16 to 18.
All right, put her in neutral. I want to check them out. One thing that we do routinely before we begin fishing, especially for a fish like crappies along the weed edge, is to drop the aqua view and identify the fish. Anytime you got crappies, you want to be stealthful. A good electric motor, keep it quiet, keep your presentations simple, and you'll get bit. They're right here, Dave. That's where the school is located.
There he is.
You got him?
Yep. Feels like a decent one.
What depth? What depth?
Well, I would say it's down about 12 foot. Looks like a nice crappie. Beautiful fish. Look at that, man. Oh, I love it. Dan, we're going to get a bunch of them. In natural lakes in summer, schools of crappies often suspend near sharp drop-offs or weed edges. We call this zone confined open water, meaning that even though crappies are suspended here, they're still loosely related to the weeds. When suspended crappies become active and move shallower to feed, they initially encounter the deep edge of the weed line. We call this location a pivot point, which basically means it's a point of no return where the crappies must commit to a feeding pattern. Decision time. Do they patrol left or right along the weed edge? Enter the weeds? Swim out over open water? Or just remain where they are? Chances are their shift in behavior will be determined by the location of their food. In natural lakes, the deep weed line is a prominent pivot point for feeding crappies. Active crappies often patrol weed edges adjoining sharp drop-offs, temporarily holding near irregularities like inside corners, turns, or points.
Yeah, boat control is really important when you're working these schools of fish, is you really don't want to get right up on top of them, but maintain a safe casting distance from these critters, and you just fill the boat with these babies. Look at this guy. Wow. Look at that dog. That's a big crappie. And when it comes to crappies, catching them is really simple. Here's a few of our favorite baits.
Keep your lure selection small and simple for crappies. Tip 1/32, 1/16, or 1/8 ounce jigs with 1 to 3 inch soft baits that resemble minnows or insects. Experience has shown that subtle colors and natural forage patterns tend to produce best. Also, be sure to match your soft bait shape to the aggressiveness of the fish. Wiggly action tails work great for swimming retrieves. When crappies are a bit spooky or reluctant to bite, subtle tails with limited action are a better match for the mood of the fish.
Good one?
Really good.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, look at this guy.
As the sun starts going down a little bit more, the average size of our fish is definitely going up. That magic hour of twilight is really the time to be out there fishing for these guys. Early in the day might be a little bit tougher, but boy, the sun gets down below the top of the trees and these guys come out to play.
If you want to learn more about catching big panfish, check out Finding and Catching Trophy Panfish and other installments in the Angling Edge DVD collection at anglingedge.com.